This is a song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It's meant to be sung in the morning. Arun, it's called Arundaya. That means when the sun is rising. But because our time is so tight, we come to Mangalartik and then Japa and so on and so on. But we can do it now. It's a song describing the Sankirtan of Lord Chaitanya. Every morning he would go out with his devotees and do Sankirtan. So, do you know how to play Dotal? Huh? You can play Dotal. 1, 2. Udilo yaruna purabhavagi Dvijamani Gaura Amani Jage Rila Aruna. Chant loudly. Don't be so timid. Bhakata Samuha Loya Sati Gila Nagara Braje. Tatai Bajalokol Gana Gana Tahe Janjerarol. Prime Dala Dala Sonara Yanga Sharanenu Purabhage. Mukunda Madhava Yadava Hari Bulina Bolore Vadana Bori. Bulina Bolore Vadana Bori Micheni Davase Gelore Rati Divasa Sarira Saje. Gelore Rati Divasa Sarira Saje. Imona Durlabha Manava Deha Payaki Koro Bhavana Keho. Manava Deho Payaki Koro Bhavana Keho. Ebena Bajile Jasoda Suta Harane Podi Belaje. Ebena Bajile Jasoda Suta Charame Pori Belaje. Udita Tapana Hoile Asta Dingelo Boli Hoi Bebyasta. Udita Tapana Hoile Asta Dinogelo Boli Hoi Bebyasta. Tabekino Ebe Ala Sahoy Nabajari Doya Raje. Tabekino Ebe Ala Sahoy Nabajari Doya Raje. Jibana Anitya Janahasara Tahe Nana Vidha Vipadabha. Jibana Anitya Janahasara Tahe Nana Vidha Vipadabha. Nama Shrai Kori Jatane Tumi Takohoyapana Kaje. Nama Shrai Kori Jatane Tumi Takahoyapana Kaje. Jivara Kalyana Sadhana Kam জগতে আসিয়ে মধুয় নাম জীবেয় কাজন সাধনা কাম জগতে আসিয়ে মধুয় নাম অভিজাতি মীরা তাপন রূপে হৃদি গগনে বিরাজে অভিজাতি মীরা তাপন রূপে হৃদি গগনে বিরাজে কৃষ্ণ নাম সুধা করিয়া পান জুড়াও বাক্যতি বিনোদ প্রাণ কৃষ্ণ নাম সুধা করিয়া পান জুড়াও বাক্যতি বিনোদ প্রাণ নাম বিনা কিছু নাহি কোয়ারো নাম বিনা কিছু নাহি কোয়ারো চৌদ ভুবন মাঝে চৌদ ভুবন মাঝে Go to the next song. Jeev jago, Jeev jago, Gaura Chandra bole. Jeev jago, Jeev jago, Gaura Chandra bole. Kota nidra jao maya, pisa chirokole. Kota nidra jao maya, pisa chirokole. Bajibo bolia eshe, sangsara bitore. Bajibo bolia eshe, sangsara bitore. Buliyaro hile tumi, ovidyaro bore. Buliyaro hile tumi, ovidyaro bore. Tomare loite ami, hoinu yavatara. Tomare loite ami, hoinu yavatara. Ami bina bandhu yara, ke ache tomara. Ami bina bandhu yara, ke ache tomara. Inichi oshodi maya, nashi baralagi. Inichi oshodi maya, nashi baralagi. Harinama maha mantra, lao tumi magi. Harinama maha mantra, lao tumi magi. Bhakti vinoda prabhu, charane podiya. 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 Say Hari Nama mantra, loilo magiya. Say Hari Nama mantra, loilo magiya. So, in translation, this song Jiv Jago means Gora Chandra Bole, Lord Gauranga is calling. Wake up, sleeping souls, wake up. He says, how long will you sleep in the lap of the witch Maya? We are asleep. You think you're awake, but we are asleep to our real position, our spiritual position. We are eternal servants of Krishna, but coming to this material world, we've forgotten that. And we don't know who we are. So Lord Chaitanya is telling us, wake up. Jiv Jago, Jiv Jago. He says, you have forgotten the ways of devotional service, and you're lost in a world of birth and death. But I have descended just to save you. Other than myself, you really have no friend in this world. These are the words of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling us what Lord Chaitanya said. He said, we've fallen into this world of birth and death, and we're lost. But Lord Chaitanya has come. He says, I have descended just to save you all. I have brought the medicine that will wipe out all the diseases of illusory energy from which you are suffering. So what is that medicine? It's this Maha Mantra. Lord Chaitanya brought this Maha Mantra from Goloka, spiritual world. He said, we are suffering from the disease of illusion. We think we're something that we're not. Right? We think I am this body, but we are not this body. But the illusion is so thick. After years and many births in the material world, this is not our only life, this is not our first life. We've been here before. And so we've forgotten completely. But Lord Chaitanya has come to save us. He said, except for me, you have no other friend in this world. Who else will tell you what is your position? Only the pure devotees of the Lord, like Srila Prabhupada. He's come and he informed us, you are eternal servant of Krishna. Then, so he says, so take this, Lord Chaitanya says, take this Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur concludes saying, I fall at the Lord's lotus feet, having taken this Maha Mantra. So, in the first song, we don't need to get it. I'll just tell you quickly. Bhaktivinoda Thakur describes. He's sharing with us the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is an eternal associate of the Lord. And he is revealing the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. He said every morning early, Udila Aruna, the Lord would arise and gather his devotees with him. and they would go out with madanga and kartals. And they would go all over, all through the countryside, the towns and villages, chanting Hare Krishna. And Lord Chaitanya would, of course, most people would be sleeping, just like when we have Mangalarti, most people are sleeping in the world. They don't know, or they don't want to know. But the Krishna consciousness movement is meant, our business is to distribute knowledge. Prabhupada has has translated these wonderful books that has real knowledge, transcendental knowledge, knowledge beyond space and time. And as followers of Srila Prabhupada, means followers of Lord Chaitanya, our business is to distribute this knowledge, to help people. Otherwise, if they don't come to understand this, everyone has to come to this point. That's what the human form of life is made for. Only in the human form of life we can inquire. In the animal, the lower species of life, we cannot inquire. The cats and dogs and other animals, they never inquire, who am I? Why am I suffering? They never do. But a human being, this is the difference between human life and animal life. In human life we are given full consciousness and we can inquire. But if we don't inquire, that means we're no better than the animals. Because the animals, they're absorbed in eating, sleeping, mating and defending. That's all. No inquiry. But we also do those things. We eat, sleep, mate and defend. But if that's all we're absorbed in, if that's all we're doing, and we're not inquiring about the self, about the soul, that knowledge is described in Srimad Bhagavatam as Atma Tattvam. Atma Tattvam, the truth, the real truth about ourselves. We are the Atma. Atma means the living force. What is the difference between a living body and a dead body? The Atma, the person. When a human being dies, the body is there, but no one is there. And they say, he's departed, she's gone. What's gone? The Atma, the soul, the person. So we are so much in ignorance. There's one prayer, one mantra that devotees chant. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshun Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. means I was born in ignorance. Om Ajnana. Jnana means knowledge, Ajnana means ignorance. And what is that ignorance? We are thinking, I am this body. I am Indian. I am South African. I am American. I am white. I am black. We are not any of these things. These designations only pertain to the body, and we are not the body. Who are we? Krishna himself tells us in Bhagavad Gita. He says, Mamaivam so jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana. He said all living entities, not just humans. The souls are everywhere. In the animals, in the trees, in the birds, in the fishes. Wherever you see life, wherever you see the symptoms of life, you should know there's a soul there. And Krishna claims all souls are my parts and parcel. And they are eternal. He says, Sanata, Sanatan. But we're struggling. Manaksastan indriyani prakritistani karshati. Krishna says, we're all struggling to survive. Struggling with our senses and the mind. But by the grace of saintly person, by the grace of Lord Chaitanya, we are beginning to know something. Who we are, what we are, and what is our main business, what is our duty. If in the human form of life, if we don't come to this understanding, then we'll go back down into the lower species, the animal species. And then it may be a long time before we get back to a human form. So, this is what you call serious business. We have the human form. We should inquire, we should try to understand, who am I? People are so dumb. They never ask, who am I? Why am I suffering? They never ask. But a human being should inquire. The Vedanta Sutra, that is one of the Vedic scriptures. It begins with the first aphorism says, Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Now is the time. It's speaking to human beings. So now is the time. What is that time? Human time. Now is the time to inquire about Brahma Jigyasa. Brahma Jigyasa means knowledge about spirit, Brahman, the soul, because that's what we are. But we won't get this knowledge anywhere else. People know we are born in ignorance. Therefore, when we're young, our parents tell us, go to school and get an education. Right? Get an education. But unfortunately, that education is incomplete. They don't teach about this. Even after years of education, you go through the university, you come out, you still don't know who you are. The professors, the educators, they don't know, and you don't know. Therefore I say, well, not me, but I'm repeating, one poet said, we are educated fools from uneducated schools. But by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we don't have to remain uneducated or ignorant. And he's given us this Mahamantra, like Lord Chaitanya says, this is the medicine. Good medicine. Normally when you hear medicine, we think, I don't want any bad tasting medicine. No, this medicine is good tasting, it's sweet. The Mahamantra. Of all sweet things, this is the sweetest. And as Lord Chaitanya says, you're suffering, you're in illusion, you're in ignorance, but I've brought the medicine. This medicine will, if there was one pill you could take that would get rid of all your diseases, that would be nice. But there's no such pill. But Mahaprabhu says, I have got medicine that can do that. So he says, take this Mahamantra. Okay, let's go to Bhagavatam. What time is class supposed to end? 8:30. Oh, so we got a half an hour. You can't find it again? The Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, you said? I didn't hear what you say. Oh. Just a moment. Is it 52? So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we continue in our reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the 4th canto, chapter 21. This chapter is entitled Instructions by Maharaj Prithu. So repeat after me. Namo Vivrida Sattvaya Purushaya Mahiyase Yo Brahma Kshatram Avishya Vibhartidam Swa Tejasa Namo Vivriddha Sattvaya Namo Vivriddha Sattvaya Purushaya Mahiyase Purushaya Mahiyase Yo Brahma Shatram Avishya Yo Brahma Shatram Avishya Vibhartidam Swatejasa Vibhartidam Swatejasa Namo Vivriddha Sattvaya Purushaya Mahiyase Yo Brahma Shatram Avishya Vibhartidam Swatejasa. Somebody else try? Namo Vivriddha Sattvaya Purushaya Mahiyase Yo Brahma Shatram Avishya Vibhartidam Swatejasa Namo Vivriddha Sattvaya Purushaya Mahiyase Yo Brahma Shatram Avishya Vibhartidam Swatejasa. Mataji. Namo Vivriddha Sattvaya Purushaya Mahiyase Yo Brahma Shatram Avishya Vibhartidam Swatejasa. Sattvaya Purushaya Mahiyase Yo Brahma Shatram Avishya Vibhartidam Swatejasa. Nobody else wants to try? You should, don't be afraid to try. If you don't try, you'll never get it. Prabhupada, when he was here with us, he said, there is a verse in the Bhagavatam, first canto, that says, just to hear and chant these verses is punya shravana kirtanam. It's pious. You'll get purified. So, we would do this every day. And after doing this for so many times, gradually we get the hang of it. We get it was like we didn't study Sanskrit, but because of that practice of chanting the verses, we could chant them and pronounce them. Even verses that we never chanted before, when we come to it, we know what to do. So, okay, let's go to the synonym. Nama, all obeisances. Vivriddha, highly elevated. Sattvaya, unto the existence. Purushaya, unto the person. Mahiyase, unto one who is so glorified. Ya, who? Brahma, Brahminical culture. Kshatram, administrative duty. Avishya, entering. Vibharti, maintaining. Idam, this. Swatejasa, by his own prowess. Repeat after me the translation. Dear Lord, you are situated in your pure existential position of goodness. Therefore, you are the perfect representative of the Supreme Lord. You are glorified by your own prowess, and thus you are maintaining the entire world by introducing Brahminical culture and protecting everyone in your line of duty as a Kshatriya. Report by Srila Prabhupada. Without this spread of Brahminical culture and without proper protection from the government, no social standard can be maintained properly. This is admitted in this verse by the citizens of Maharaj Prithu. So Prithu Maharaj Prithu was a great emperor of the world. And his citizens, see how they are, how much knowledge they have by his grace. So it says, the citizens of Maharaj Prithu admitted that who could maintain the wonderful situation of his government due to his position in pure goodness. Maharaj Prithu was such a good ruler, and the citizens say, because he was situated in pure goodness, unlike the government leaders of the world today. The word Vivriddha Sattvaya is significant in this verse. In the material world, there are three qualities, namely goodness, passion, and ignorance. One has to be raised from the platform of ignorance to the platform of goodness by devotional service. There is no other means for elevating one from the lowest stage of life to the highest stage, but the execution of devotional service, as was advised in the previous chapters of Srimad Bhagavatam. One can raise himself from the lowest position to the highest simply by associating with devotees and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam regularly from their mouths, like we are doing. Prabhupada established this method, this process. Come and hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Come to Mangalarti. Come and chant Hare Krishna with the devotees. Come and take prasadam with the devotees. This process will elevate us from the lowest stage, mode of ignorance. As I said, we are born in ignorance. Therefore we have to go to school. But here, in our temples, we are getting higher education. Higher education. Oh, Prabhupada cites the verse that I was telling you about, why you should hear and why you should try to chant. This is the verse. Shrinvatam swakata Krishna punya shravana kirtana hridyantak stoya badrani vidunoti surit satam. This is from first canto, second chapter, text 17 of Srimad Bhagavatam. The meaning is, when one engages in devotional service in the first stages of hearing and chanting, this is where it begins. The Lord, who is in everyone's heart, helps the devotee in cleansing his heart. The Lord is in everyone's heart as the super soul, Paramatma. And when you hear and chant from within, He can clean your heart, help you. In the general cleansing process, one is relieved of the influence of passion and ignorance, and is situated on the platform of goodness. The result of association with the qualities of passion and ignorance is that one becomes lusty and greedy. But when one is elevated to the platform of goodness, he is satisfied in any condition of life and is without lust and greed. This mentality indicates one's situation on the platform of goodness. So, this is pure goodness. That's why we are here. So, and we can learn to be satisfied in any condition. Doesn't require this materialistic civilization, capitalistic civilization. All they're only trying to encourage you to get more and more, accumulate more and more things. Things. But the best thing in life is not things. The best thing in life is you. You are the soul, spirit soul. And as you begin to understand who you are, this is called self-realization. As you begin to understand who you are, what you are, then you realize, I don't need so many things. We come into this world empty-handed, and we spend a life accumulating things. You get a house only to fill it with things. All the stores, the malls, everywhere you go, encouraging you, buy this, get this, you need that. But actually, we don't. Prabhupada said once, what is a devotee? What does it mean to be a devotee? A devotee, he needs a place to sleep, place to lie down. He needs some prasadam, right? He needs some time to chant Hare Krishna. And if there is some service, he thinks, gladly let me do that. Devotional service. So, here Prabhupada says, one has to transcend this goodness. See, there's material goodness, but then there is pure goodness. It says one has to transcend this goodness and raise himself to the pure goodness, which is called Vivridha Sattva in this verse. Sometimes it is called Shuddha Sattva, pure goodness. This is the advanced stage of goodness. In the advanced stage of goodness, one can become Krishna conscious. Therefore, Maharaj Prithu is addressed here as Vivridha Sattva, or one who is situated in the transcendental position. But Maharaj Prithu, although situated in the transcendental position of a pure devotee, he came down to the position of a Brahmana and a Kshatriya for the benefit of human society, and thus he gave protection to the entire world by his personal prowess. Although he was a king, a Kshatriya, because he was a Vaishnava, pure devotee, he was also a Brahmana. Vaishnavas is higher than Brahman. As a Brahmana, he could give proper instruction to the citizens. And as a Kshatriya, he could rightly give protection to all of them. Thus, the citizens of Maharaj Prithu were protected in all respects by the perfect king. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 4th canto, 21st chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Instructions by Maharaj Prithu. So, there's a right way to do things and there's a wrong way. There's a right way to live and then there's a wrong way. But how will we know what is the right way to live? What's to be done and what's not to be done? You have to approach spiritual masters, spiritual personality. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, most people, 99.9%, they are in the mode of ignorance. They don't know what's to be done and what's not to be done. Therefore, as devotees, as followers of Prabhupada, as followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have something to do. Our duty is to, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, he says, we have to become Krishna conscious ourselves. Right? First save yourself, then you can save others. He said, so how do you save yourself? By taking to Krishna consciousness, by practicing, by having a sadhana way of living. And he said, and then your duty is to do welfare work to others who don't know anything, who have no knowledge. So Prithu Maharaj was such a ruler that during his time, everybody, the citizens of the world, were happy. But there's no such ruler today. Monarchy is given up. There's no monarch, there's no ruler, there's no king who is, more important, is a devotee. Prithu Maharaj had all the good qualities. He was a pure devotee, he was a king, and he was also a Brahmana. Brahmana means he had full knowledge of the Vedas. Brahman's supposed to know the Vedas. But today, even in India, right? So many people consider themselves as Brahmins, but they don't know. They don't know the Vedas. They don't know the Vedas, we say, because what is the purpose of the Vedas? Krishna tells us in the Bhagavad Gita, he says, Vedaischa savair ahameva vedya Vedanta krit vedavid eva chaham. Krishna says, I know the Vedas. Vedas come from me. He first spoke Vedic knowledge to Lord Brahma. Tene Brahmaridaya Adi Kavaye. And then that knowledge was, by parampara, has come down. Vyasdev, he compiled all the Vedic knowledge together. So Krishna says in the Gita, what is the purpose of all, by studying, the purpose of all the Vedas is to know me. So if one is a Brahmin and he doesn't know Krishna, he doesn't know, then we say, what kind of Brahmin? He has no knowledge. But here we see that Prithu Maharaj, in other words, he was a pure devotee. He worked as a Kshatriya and as a Brahmana. He did the work of a Brahman and he did the work of a Kshatriya. He was ruling, giving protection to the citizens. He was powerful. And he had complete knowledge. So, I think we're right on time. Thank you all for listening. Grantaraj, Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Srimad Bhagavatam Grantha Raj. Grantha means book. And Raj means king. This is the king of all books. And the Prabhupada was so kind, he gave us this. So, all right, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.